were made available at about 10:15. And between 9:20 and 10:15, these 7 chaps solved all the questions and gave them to the school. Assume that we for a moment, we may not entirely, even so, is the leak systemic or is it only that you'll have to establish something on the basis of data.
Yes, Lord.
To us now what the data tells you.
Lord, before I come to data,
Up to now, we are only focused on Hazaribagh and Patna, right? Whether the leak takes place in the morning of the 5th, as CBI is telling us, whether it took place in the morning, on the night of the 4th, and therefore the leak took place before lodging in the vault. How widespread is it? We don't have any other material apart from this that you have shown us to indicate that the leak was so widespread that it had gone all over the country. Now show us the data which will
allow me, Lord, just 4 or 5 minutes before I come to the data. Lord, because between the last date and today, we have got a lot of information that how actually this exam is being conducted by this NTA. Lord, very briefly, Lord, because...
Assuming, 1 second. Assuming that the examination should be conducted in a much better way.
I'm not on that, Lord.
That we will see what they are doing, Lord, for the future.
I will show why a particular data is as such. Just give me 2-3 minutes, Lord, before that. Lord, NDA, Lord, on the first date, this Honorable Court put it to them. Give us the complete chart that where the printing, how much time it reached the center, then where deposited, what time it was taken out, taken to the center, how much time is the examination?
As we find out now, printing takes place. The CBI third report tells us where printing took place.
At 2 places, my lord, different states, and they are never declared or tendered.
We don't want to mention that because yes. Because obviously that will.
We don't also tender because otherwise the highest tenderer becomes open.
My lord,
that is the printer, my lord. Whoever is the highest tenderer becomes the printer.
From CBI's third report, we find out the name of one place where the printing press was situated, where it says 28 April, it had left that printing.
Lord, if your lordships, I'll take your lordship through the journey of the papers from Lord, the printing press till the school, and what are the checks and balances on real-time basis. That there is some tampering, it would be noticed somewhere. That I'll be able to show.
Lord, very briefly capture that. 24th of April, they say that the dispatch happens to different centers. So far as Hazaribagh is concerned, 28th of April. Everywhere, the question paper was to reach the respective banks on 3rd of May. And 5th of May is the examination. So the question paper remained in private hands for fairly long time. From 24th of April till 3rd of May. I leave it there, Lord. They say that from everywhere, the center in charge will go to the bank in the morning. Lord, I'm showing the mechanism and how brittle and fragile the mechanism is, that the entire mechanism which they have followed.
Wait, just give us the facts.
Yes. Now, in the morning, they say 8:15, the center in charge of the examination will reach the bank to collect the paper. What has actually happened, which is the documents on record, taking example of Dayal School Bahadurgarh Jhajjar, Hardayal School Bahadurgarh Jhajjar, the principal of the center goes to both the banks. 6 candidates who get number 1, 100% marks, 720 out of 720. 2 candidates get 719 and 718. So it came out that how come from this center 8 people comes within first 69 and this number is not possible. NTA came out with a theory that no, we have given a grace marks because there is a delay. I have seen the video of the principal of this Hardayal school, which says, and it is openable even now, which says that there was no delay in this center. In fact, we distributed Canara Bank paper when it was already half an hour.
The correct set was to be the SBI paper.
Correct. That's right. That's right.
Everywhere.
And they declared, entire country.
It's not everywhere.
Entire country.
Of course, different configurations, as Brother Mishra said, because the questions will be jumbled up.
Yeah. Even in the one classroom.
Yeah. Obviously.
In one classroom also.
Sitting next to each other can't know which is the order.
Which is the order. One of the things which is going on in the social media is that 2 numbers sitting with each other, both got 600 marks. How is it possible? But both would have, the system is that both,
Not have the same order of
they,
questions.
they don't have. My question number 1 would be his question number
Do
18.
that in the judicial.
So we can't even do that. Orthodox way of cheating also is not
Let me
possible.
place the hard facts to it, how they have done it. So Hardyal school, admittedly, they distributed Canara Bank. The Canara Bank question paper was attempted by all the about 500 people in the
For
center.
how long?
For till 5:20 is the last time.
Oh.
There's no delay. The principal is on record of the school and they say,
So it's not that in the middle of the exam they
no,
substitute the SBI.
look, that happened Savai Madhopur. I'll come to that. Hardyal school, Canara Bank paper was given. In the first instance, when Canara Bank paper was not to be the paper to be attempted, how come it was even given to them? What is the SOP? How meticulously they followed it, what they say is. And the principal got question paper from both the banks and both banks gave it.
Once again, Mr. Solicitor, just since little bit of query on the procedural, one set is lodged with Can Bank, one is with SBI. Now, the center in charge on the morning of the exam goes to both the banks and takes the
No,
question. Then what
The
happens?
city in charge is informed
Right.
that this is the bank from where you will have to collect the
When
papers.
she inform the day of the exam.
In the morning at 7
So
o'clock.
the city in charge will inform all the centers in charge in the morning that you have to go to this particular
This
branch.
particular center.
Now, how did this chap at Judger
Bahadurgarh.
go and collect it from Canara Bank when he must have been told that you have to go to the SBI to collect the paper.
No, that maybe a mistake or something. Or deliberate, but paper was,
Now, Judger, we just wanted to some clarity on Judger. So he collects the paper from the Canara Bank.
correct, my lords.
Students write throughout the 3 hours and 20 minutes, they write the Canara Bank sets of questions, right? Now, thereafter, what happens in Judger? Everybody is given